and I think it's just a mixture of the cold, and it's like somewhat deep. Oof, it's stinging, eh? And I was just keen to get the fuck out of here.
Tengo una pomada cicatrizante.
No quiero cicatriz. Okay.
Claro, para que seque.
Okay. Uf.
Qué jodido ese porquería, se metió ahí por la comida.
Sí, exacto. Y estuve estúpido para eso. Ay, Dios. Man, we were just about to leave, and the other dog went in the room, and there was like the food on the floor, and I was just pushing him away like I would Patty, like, hey, that's Patty's food. And he got me in the hand a couple times. Oh man. So yeah, she chucked some disinfectant on it, and at least it's her dog, so she's like, it's vaccinated, which is good. The dogs in Latin America, something else, say they're just built different. Golly.
Mira.
¿Así?
No, ahí nomás.
¿No? Con eso también.
Con eso. Sí.
Re bien.
Así no, con eso nomás te va. A ver.
Gracias. Nah, she's got me wrapped up good, so yeah, I think it was just a shock, you know, like, and the cold. It's all part of the adventure though. We didn't hit any nerves, and I can still move my hand, and we got like the antibacterial on it pretty quick, so we should be right. Yeah, no, I was just like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's pretty much my fault, but like I just had too much trust in this other house dog, and I was kind of nervous because Patty was like, the lady was standing right next to the tuk-tuk, and Patty's really protective around the tuk-tuk. I was keen to just chuck Patty back in the room and then get the other dog out, and the other dog was in the room. And and yeah, I was just pushing the other dog like this, like I would just with Patty. I was pushing her like this to get away from the food. And yeah, no, estoy bien. We're just gonna pack the rest of the stuff and then get going in a couple minutes and let it heal on the road. Yeah, we're just heading out of town now, cruising on out. Nonetheless, in spots like this, right? Like I just can't change gear with my left hand, so I've just got to like do everything with my right, and it's a bit pretty, because it's still pretty difficult to change the gears, like the wires and cables are under tension. So yeah, if it was already difficult enough to drive a tuk-tuk in this type of terrain, trying to do it with one hand, trying to get revs up, and then I can't change gear with my left because the gear stick's still really hard to maneuver with the cable still under tension. I still haven't worked out how to get it back to normal. And with the new issue with the hand, I'm like learning both sides now. I'm just cruising in first because I can't change the second quick enough to get up some of these hills. So I might have to just be going in first most of the time, a bit slower. But yeah, I can't I'm doing everything with my right hand pretty much, apart from accelerating when I'm recording. And we're in a tuk-tuk and we got a dog, and life is good, you know? Still part of the adventure. But it was definitely my fault at heart as well. It is what it is. I've absolutely learned my lesson, that's for sure. Latin American dogs are a force to be reckoned with. So, yeah. Even when I'd been around that dog a couple days, and Patty plays with her fine, but plays with him fine. But just, yeah, nah. Yeah, back on the tarmac, on the bitumen, and I just saw a bus go past the other way, and I think I just missed it. They must be closing up shop at this protest blockade. It's weird, there's even a motorcycle midway trying to get through. And he can't. It's blocked in 3 different places. Like, they let the bus past and I just missed the boat. I just missed. I'm the only one here. What a shame.
Una perito de la calle atacarme. Necesito un doctor en Moaca por... no, me parece no es vacunado. ¿Viste? ¿Puedo pasar? ¿Cuántos son? Gracias.
I can't believe that worked. Yo, that worked. Gracias, amigo. Gracias. Well, we got through. I got that guy through as well. And that guy as well. I got them all through. Frick, I'm a legend. I just got to the front of the line. I said, listen, I need to get to a doctor. I don't know if the dog that bit me is vaccinated. And I know that it is vaccinated. I'm not going to a doctor unless it worsens, but it should be fine. Just gotta rest, you know, just chill out. Oh man, we're on the road. Hola. Gracias. Oh, we're stalling. Ah, I can't. Oh, they wanted me to slow down to see the vehicle. Ah, that hurt my hand. Changing gears sucks. Anyway, that's blockade crossing 406. What a day, what a day. We're getting through it, and I didn't have to use my hand as an excuse this time. This is not the most beautiful place I've ever been. Like, this is incredible. What a town. That's a mountain town, man. Mountain desert town. I'm just not used to seeing stuff like this. This is epic, man. Gorgeous, and I've done no research on this town, so I don't know if I'm staying or going. I don't know where the bank is. I don't know where a cheap place to get a bit of a lunch is. We'll just see. Asking locals is the way to go with these things.
Muy bueno, gracias.
No, todavía.
This is such a, like, it's a vibe, this place. Yeah, we got the money, so we're loving it. And we're not so poor, so we got some lunch in us. But yeah, no, this is cool. It's pretty like touristy, but a lot of colors in the street. I'm liking it. It's nice. And that right there behind me would be the line I'd be in right now for the ATM if there wasn't a Western Union working in this town. So finally found one, first one since the border of Bolivia. Buenísimo. And I also like ordered this bread, vegetable bread, something, I don't know what it is. Oh,
Es una tortilla rellena.
Sí.
Ah, buenísimo, gracias. ¿Es popular en esta zona? ¿Es popular en esta zona? Ah, perfecto, perfecto, gracias.
Alright, we're gonna go find Patty. We got like a little tortilla. That's like, it's like a barbecue tortilla. And they made it special, like, so it's just got vegetables inside. So it's pretty cool that I like when I can still remain vegan while trying like little customs that are pretty popular in the areas I'm in. Yeah, he was saying that like in this area of Jujuy, it's really popular, so yeah, that's pretty good.
Perdón.
It's incredible, man. So yeah, for this Little bit of vegetable bread, $1.50. Can't complain. Oh, $1 actually. So yeah, I'm working with different rates, whether I got it from the bank or I got it from an ATM. That changes the prices of things. So nah, that's cool that we're living on the bank money now. So it's the best rate that I can possibly get as a foreigner here in Argentina. There's Tori the tuk-tuk. And Patty! Hola, Patty! Isa Patty! Hola, Baba! Good to see you. What do I have? I have the tortilla rellena, che. Hey, that was really good to see you. Really good to see you. Did good. Did good. All right, let's go find a hostel where we can both be in the room together, so you don't have to be out in the cold in the tuk-tuk. Dale. Vamos, che. Nah, come on in. Pati, adentro. Come on. Man, she sleeps in the bed one time because it's freaking cold, and then she just doesn't listen to me, hey? Come on. Adentro. Good girl. Good girl. So, yeah, I don't know. That's where the tuk-tuk's chilling, just behind me and in the garage. So this room is like really comfy and it's got like a heater and everything. It's one of the most comfortable rooms I've been in for a long time. For 12 bucks, it's insane. I love Argentina. So that's us, hey? Well, legends, how are we looking, Patty? I'm just taking it off now. You're worried about me, Patty. This is how we're looking. But yeah, I don't know if this is viable for YouTube. Oof. The little mutt got me 3 times, like 3 bad times, where it's looking deep in that one, quite deep in that one. And then there's one right in there. How are we? It's a bit chilly. Got the mountains behind me, with Patty as well, of course, on our little afternoon walk. And the hand is mejorando, improving. I'm forgetting words in English. That's terrible. Anyway, this river beside me is usually always frozen over in the morning. And the wind chill right now is pretty hectic, but yeah, we've just been editing and chilling out, resting up in this nice, comfortable town. It's pretty beautiful. And this huge river is just really nice for Patty to be off leash. She really enjoys it. So in a couple of days, we'll be heading out that way as soon as the hand betters a little bit, since this is the only town that is really close to us now with a hospital. So it's nice to be close to one of those just in case. But I think I'm just getting into the clear now with my hand, since I just didn't do anything really about it other than get the vaccines. So yeah, we're good, we're safe, and soon enough we'll be back on the road. What a sight, hey, just like having the mountains in front of me through this like gorgeous market here. How good.
¿Cómo está, amigos? ¿Dónde viene?
Australia, amigo! Loving it. Look where we are. What a day, legends. We are out here on our way to the mountains of 14 colors. I have been told numerous times actually, take the bus. I'm like, I got a tuk-tuk. The tuk-tuk goes anywhere. And now that we've been here, I've been like unpacking the tuk-tuk for a little while, seen only 4-wheel drives passing. Lucky Tories are the 3x4, but it's making me a bit hesitant about, shall we make it or not, you know? It's just a little day trip there and back. Hopefully, without any problems, we'll get back to a town of some sorts before nightfall. Because as much as I'd love to camp, I always forget how cold it is during the night. And yeah, waking up in the morning and taking Patty for the walk and watching the creeks and rivers frozen over, you're like, oh, yeah, maybe we still do the hostel thing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think because I've seen so little of these landscapes in my entire life, I always think like I'm on a set of a movie. And this feels like Universal Studios or something, you know, like with the cactus, and it's all perfectly formed mountains and things. Where the heck are we? This is insane. This is insanity. And I got an investment. I made an investment, so I'm pretty excited to show it off. Your boy has got a chair and a food bag. Look at this. I've just set this up, boom. Look at where we're at. Look, it's even got a backrest. Like, we're no longer doing it tough. So yeah, my miscellaneous bag was getting a bit full, so we bought a food bag. And just check that out. That is gorgeous. Little, beautiful little red chair there. It folds up to nothing. Go like that. Look at this. Watch. Check this out. Check this out. You just go like boom, boom, boom. Do it one-handed with a spoon. And a hand that's been mauled by a dog. We're feeling a lot better about that as well. But yeah, we're living the dream. When you got a food bag, just a lunch of champions and salt and pepper, and you're sitting on a chair, you're no longer like doing it tough, I reckon. Salt and pepper in a chair means you're out there. It's like we're barely traveling in a tuk-tuk, right? There's Tori perched up there. Got people passing, just camera phones out. I wish people would tag me. I'd love to see some of these brilliant images you guys are taking. But yeah, we're gonna hook in. When I was packing the stuff, she was so excited. It's like we had been there 5 days, me recuperating my hand, feeling a lot better on that. So finally felt comfortable that we could get back out on the road. Hola. No, funciona solo almorzando, amigo. Gracias. She's the cutest. Look at her. Wow. You're showing off, Patin. What the fuck? I just got a sight of these mountains in 14 Cup. That's insane. That's insanity. I can't believe I even questioned not going. And I thought, oh, will the mountains of 7 colors suffice? Like, what's the big difference? Is it really gonna be 14 colors? Have no clue what I'm in for. I never do. I never do any research. Chatting with the locals, having a bit of Spanish up my sleeve over here in Argentina helps a bunch. And they were like, nah, vale la pena, which means like, nah, it's worth the pain or worth the suffering, directly translated. But nah, it's a good time. But the roads are pretty hectic. People are questioning what we're doing out here, especially being told, nah, take the bus. I'm like, no, I'm not putting Patty on a bus. I'm not gonna do it like that. Yeah! They love it. They love it. Yeah, like as I said, 4-wheel drives, you know, a bit of bigger built SUVs. None of these cactuses out here have seen a tuk-tuk, I'm telling you. You see that? That was a bit of wheel spin. The issue is that this is gravel. So yeah, light gravel. It's not compacted down at all. It's pretty ugly, to be honest. Legends. That's my first little. I don't even know what that is. But it's more of a sedan style car. We're living it. Legends, man, legends. So yeah, it's a quick little day trip in and out. 20 kilometers there, 20 kilometers back, more or less. Yeah, we're always getting pointed in the right directions to just find incredible places. So we're very lucky for that, to have all the time in the world on our hands to get to Alaska, no deadline, and for us to just soak up all the experience we can on the way. Another 4-wheel drive. I don't know what we're doing here with the tuk-tuk, but we're out here. It's always a good laugh when I'm going faster than the Camrys and little sedans that I'm passing. Yeah, the tuk-tuk's putting in some work, but it does make me question, oh,
They're not even trying to get to Alaska and they're not driving a tuk-tuk. Am I driving too fast on these roads? ¿Cómo va, Chiche? ¿Estás tranquila? Muy bien. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? ¿Necesitas un mototaxi? Bueno, I don't reckon they understood what I said. I don't know if they spoke any Spanish. They look confused. And they look stuck. Legend. Look at that! Just by the way, check that out. Check that out. Man. Sí. We fully stalled it, or like in first, going up a hill. We've got too much altitude by the looks of it, but yeah, we just cooked ourselves. Got the crotch cam for this one. Come on, Tori. Come on, Tori. I'm like on the other side of the road. Mierda. Come on, Tori. Like, it's not even... It's not even hectic altitude. Mierda, I don't know what we're gonna do now. We're not even at, like, on a gradient. Oh, no way. Yeah, like I'm an idiot. Why would I try to go long distances away from like any civilization when I didn't get the clutch sorted? I thought it was fine, but it's not fine. I can't change back to neutral now. Oh, there we go. We're back in neutral. Okay, so it's not the issue, like it's not the same level of issue. It's not the same level of problem that we had at the river the other day, but nonetheless, like, it's not even a hectic gradient. Like, that's where we're going. That's where we gotta go. And just the altitude, I think the air's like thinning heavily and we can't move. And we're on like the left side of the road. This is not Australia, Ryan. They drive on the right. Perdóname, hombre. So yeah, we're just gonna have to there we go. And we're off. Shoot, man, that's got me worried. We're off, like we're out here. The town is somewhere down there. I kind of just cut someone off. I was surprised we got going, to be honest. But there's someone now behind me. I don't know how much further we're gonna get. We might have to turn back around, you know what I mean? And that's gonna kill me. Like, they're all celebrating and I'm like, we're barely getting there, lads, but they're all giving me fist pumps when they go past. I might have to just give Tori a rest. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give her a rest because she hasn't stopped in 20 plus kilometers or 15 plus kilometers, and we're up here. All right, I'll let you out. Let's go. Let's have a little jog around. Yeah, he's letting Tori have a nice little cool down. Patty, hey, come here. Side, there's a car coming. Look at.
Good girl. Good girl. Good come. Good come.
Yeah, that's a smarter vehicle for where we're at. But the town where we started is somewhere way down there. We're still going, like, I've seen cars at the top of that mountain, so we've still got a fair way to go. And the air's getting crispy. Woo! I just love to see it. I also love where I was staying at for the few days. They'd always go and do their little day trip and then come back, and the lads and legends would be just cleaning their car. And I love that when I have dust and dirt on the tuk-tuk, it means that we're out here, we're out there, you know, we're living it, we're going places tuk-tuk shouldn't probably go. And yeah, even the kids at the hostel were writing their names and stuff on the tuk-tuk. I don't know how well you can see, but yeah, we're out here living the dream. Pate, come here. Hey, loca, chiche, vamos, come. Good girl, good girl. Good response. Good girl, good girl. Yeah, yeah, proud of you, proud of you. The tuk-tuk. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo andas?
Qué bueno está.
Ah, gracias,
¿De dónde
gracias.
venís?
Ah, soy de Australia y estamos en ruta a Ushuaia.
Me encanta el tucutucu.
Sí, sí, exacto.
Qué bueno.
Gracias, amigo. Chao, chao. Qué buena onda, che. Yeah, so currently we're still on Route 9, but I got the Route 40 sticker for when we get there.
Ooh, I can hear the engine sizzling. Hectic.
Did that Argentina just call it a tuk-tuk as well? That is epic, man. That's epic. Tuk-tuk. That was so cool.
Yeah, you can hear it. Eh? Pati.
¿Está bien?
I've never heard it like that. My biggest worry, right, is that the oil levels is just slightly too low, because I ended up, it needs 2 liters with every oil change. And I spilt quite a bit. I don't know how much I spilt, but I didn't top it up any. I could be cooking the engine, which can create some like long-lasting problems. I'm hoping that the oil light comes on, and I'm also aware that like the...
¿Dónde estás, Chiche? There you are.
I'm also aware that the oil level will lower over time, so it'll be at its like peak now. I was thinking I'd just replace the oil a bit sooner rather than later, but yeah, I'm a bit of a... But we got a funnel now, so yeah, it's a big learning curve, this whole solo traveling with a tuk-tuk and a dog type thing.
Yeah, that's all we really needed. We're in second and we're running like 15 k's an hour up this hill. Tori just needed a little breather. Yeah, it's almost like she has a soul. She's like, yo, chill out, dog. Let me have a rest. Let me stop sizzling back there for a sec, and then we can absolutely send it. So yeah, we were cruising at like 5 kilometers an hour max, which is why I'm over the moon with this performance on these gradients. So yeah, we're up there. That's for sure. Look, check this out. Look at that, Paddy. That's my left door. Yee-hoo! Vibes, man. That's a send. People are gobsmacked that there's a tuk-tuk up here, and I'm less gobsmacked, but now that I know it, like, we're climbing, g'day legends, hey, vamos! Now that we're climbing, like, I don't know, I'm gonna have a rough guess and say we've maybe climbed 1,500 meters in the last, like, 15 kilometers. I might have to do the math, I might suss it out properly, but we've done some altitude, and yeah, the tuk-tuk, it's like, I'm surprised when she stops, but then I shouldn't be. But then I'm even more surprised when we arrive at the destination. What do you think, Patty? Because it's just insane, some of the places that she takes us. Look at that. The town is somewhere down there. And that's a gorgeous sign.
Oh yeah, 4,200 meters. Yeah, baby. 4,200 meters in the tuk-tuk. Yeah, we're out here living it up in the mountain range. That is huge, eh? That's insane. That was an incredible interaction. Thank you freaking to like just the legends that just appreciate our journey and love the vibe of what we're trying to achieve, because it's a big feat. And yeah, to know that there's support and that level of just interest for, wow, that's a car, and wow, that you've adopted a dog. It's just, can't believe you guys. Yeah, freaking legends, all of y'all. And just as we've rounded this corner, look at the sight of that. Check that out, Patty. That is the 14 Color Mountains. Yeah, we just stopped to talk to a legend. We were already failing up this hill and we just stopped to talk to him, and now we can't move. We're stuck. Here we go. Here we go. I'm having to do these ones to get up. It's an illegal gradient, this one, front of the party. Yeah, some legends just stopped up beside me. I was going 2 kilometers max speed an hour, right? And I've just had to pop it in reverse to roll backwards, or I just roll back in neutral to get on the other side. Any gradient that a tuk-tuk can't get up should be illegal. That's what I'm advocating for on my travels. Because when I'm in first and I can't get up a hill, it's just like, that's just rude. Stopping me in my tracks like that. So yeah, I've just zigzagged up that hill, and I was worried about the cars behind me, but they just stopped to record me doing my evasive maneuvers to get up this hill. Yeah, that's them. I just looked at her, she's got the camera out and everything. Legends. Love it, love it, love it. It's only a matter of time before enough Argentinians say, yo, there's some 3-wheeled yellow vehicle. Yeah! That's what I mean. Like, did you see it? I would love to show the camera out. They're already gonna know about me before I arrive to the capital. Buenos Aires is gonna be wild. I can't wait. You legendary Argentinians just blow my mind with the vibes that come at me when I just cross paths with you guys. It's just epic. Cheers, legends. Ese de Bolivia, de Santa Cruz de la Sierra.
¿Y vos de dónde venís?
Soy de Australia. Sí.
¿Y cuándo empezaste cuándo lo compraste?
Hace 4 meses ahora. We've arrived. The mountain range of 14 colors, and yeah, everyone was just, we're on the furthest outskirts of this car park here, right? And they'd all check out the view, and then they'd all come and say, hello, g'day, what are you up to? Like, where are you traveling? That's a vehicle and a half, you made it, that's surprising. So yeah, the mountain range of 14 colors is just epic. And Patty's having a good time. She's playing really well with everybody as well. It's always like in the back of my mind, she's not so used to people, and especially the people that she's had in her life were either the volunteers, the refuge, or the Mira behind us, yeah, were the refuge volunteers or the family that were like abusing her at the start. So it's really nice to see her playing well with strangers, especially when we're in such a big group. And yeah, she's getting fed cheese, she's getting spoiled, but yeah, look at where we're at. This is incredible.
that's us leaving the 14 colored mountains. It's been incredible to meet all these Argentinian legends. They're really taking us in with open arms and just so happy to see us on the road. So we're loving that. That's just contributed hugely to just not only today, but just our travels so far through Argentina, and it's incredible. Thank you, Argentina, for showing off this epic landscape. Thanks to the local legends for making it just so special for Patty and I. Yeah, what a day, what a day.